Dámy a pánové, v minulém díle jsme trošičku pokročili výrazně v příběhu, co se týče evidentně mám asi nějaký stick drift. No. Musím to trošku oprášit, to možná bude trošku jenom prachu, tam trošku zavázet. No, v minulém díle jsme, pánové, každopádně pokročili výrazně v příběhu, co se týče jako celkově prostě příběhu. A fajn nevím o tom říct prostě. Dámy a pánové, v minulém díle jsme pokročili poměrně dost, co se týče příběhu. Sid teda bohužel zemřel a my jsme vlastně pokročili 5 let. Od té doby, co jsme vlastně útočili na ten, nebo co jsme vlastně šli Díky ten krystal. A v minulém díle jsme zjistili, že vlastně naše máti, neboli dále se říct teďka arcivévodka Rozary, tak on vlastně zřídil nový řád štítů, kterou jsme byli členem my, teda předtím než Joshua zemřel a než se celkově tyhle straničky odehrály. A já se když tak případně omlouvám, pokud mi to bude trošičku házet divně, tento ovladač, protože já mám asi jako stick drift. A já už to mám prostě více jak 2 roky, tento poliák, takže bohužel už za roka jsem to nevztahuje. Nebo možná vztahuje, to bych se ale musel podívat. Ale prostě nemám tady jako žádný náhradní ovladač. Já zkusím to nějak potom opravit, to je prostě jenom nějaká špína, to se asi může stát, že jo?
Doesn't mean their blood's not on my hands. Cole said you cast their remains. That was good of you, but it should have been me. This was all my fault.
How? You couldn't have known.
But I did. And I turned a deaf ear to the warnings like the fool I am. The rumors started moons ago. Of blood-clad devils descending on villages in the dead of night to slit the throats of sleeping bearers. But I assumed it was all just nonsense concocted by the Empire. Nothing but a ghost story meant to make folk think twice about lending a hand to a fugitive bearer.
And in ordinary times you would have been right. What these black shields are doing is unthinkable. Which begs the question, why do it at all? My mother obviously has a hand in this. I cannot make sense of her actions.
And picking what goes on in that woman's head is a job for someone with more time on their hands. Right now, I need swords and men to wield them, preferably big ones. If those Imperials think they can come in here again and threaten my people, they're in for a rude awakening. Oh, before I forget, a Stolas from Otto landed just before you arrived. He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
Then we must as well. Will you be all right here, Martha?
We can stay longer if you wish.
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn my nose up if you were to lend me a pair of them strapping young curse breakers.
Tam je asi všechno teda pro Martu. Black Blood, OK. No, z těch to vypadá, že bude něco jako až tak strašného. Děláte na mě, takže mám pocit, že tam prostě asi bude nějaká špína, nějaký borda, tady prostě tomu brání. Já pak zkusím to nějak rozebrat během víkendu. Nebo ještě dneška, uvidíme. Kamže to máme jít? Máme jít... Jo. Velká mapa. Máme jít zpátky do ukrytu našeho. Mně se tak všiml, jaká mám tady odpor je jako trošku jinačí. No, uvidíme, no. Jako na to, že ten stick drift se mi objevil až po jako 2,5 letech, víceméně. Tě, nejli to mám ten play, už to bude docela dlouho, co to mám. Otroval jsem 2020. No, 3 roky už to bude, no, co mám pleják. Takový 3 roky, no. Na tu dobu jako docela slušná věc, mi přijde, jako na to, že toto je vlastně na z těch prvních revizí ovladače.
You remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
Well, the two nations beat their shields. The rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the mother crystals.
Hello guys. Hello guys. Oi mate. Oi mate. Hello guys.
Four mother crystals.
Pán za přerušení. Jsem se viděl, kolik mám vlastně nabito, protože nechci úplně používat drátový ovladač.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rosfield.
Lord Byron Rosfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait, Rosfield. And you're a Rosfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune, along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
OK, tam máme ještě jednoho příbuzného, který je naživu, který neskončil hlavou v hrobě. A tam je nějaká letající plišáček. What the fuck? O tu v půl máme odemčený, zajímavý. Já se podívám k tomu letajícímu plišáku, co to je vlastně za boostku. Tak ale kde to jenom je? No, jdeme se podívat na kováři, co má něco novýho pro nás. Use the forge, co máš dobrý, kámo? Je to fakt, kámo, neříkej mi, že už nefunguje ani D-pad, ty kokot. To fakt, kámo, mě nefunguje ani D-pad už. Dobrý, tak mi funguje, no. Jsem tomu jenom vlepil a už to funguje. TF. No. Já fakt přiznám bohu, že vůbec nedržím nic na ovladači, mám prostě stick drift, no. Nevadí. Jdeme se akorát trošičku nejprve zásobit věcma. To už máme koupený, toto jsou jenom blbosti, to mě nezajímá. Co to je? Je to písnička nějaká, to jebu. Ok, běžím koupit já všechno. Tak a kde jsem to jenom viděl? Tu malou obludu letající, já jsem tohle co pasal žral, ale nevím, kde jsem ji tady je. Moogle.
Yes. Our mysterious Moogle friend. Nectar, was it?
Nectar the Bold.
I'll stick with Nectar if it's all the same to you. What seems to be the matter? The hunt board. It's where the curse breakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Those that might pose a threat to our operations if they were left to roam free. Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with later. Was that what you wanted to know? Right. Well, leaving your mightiness aside for the moment, the people of Valisthea are going through a lot already. What with the blight and the war, the last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. So if the curse breakers are too busy to help, then perhaps I can. Or at least I can try.
Jdeme se podívat na ten handboard, co tam je jako zajímavýho. A třeba si možná bamtry vezmeme, co to je tady, nějaký Danger of Death, to je nějaký dráček, ohniváček. No, každopádně se podíváme trošku později, tak já úplně nechci Dobrý, nezájem. Dobrý, tak je to asi jenom... Ne, tohle jsem nechtěl. A to fakt nakonec jenom páčka analogová. Což je docela škoda, jako... Ale jako včera to fungovalo. Hele, já zkusím restart konzoli, jestli není prostě třeba problém jenom bezdatovém vysílání, nebo ne bezdatovém vysílání, jestli není problém jenom... Máme takhle srovno, jo, tak ti do... Tak bohužel, jedná se furt stick drift. Ale není to úplně až jako strašný, jako je to ještě v pohodě. Ne, že ne. Akorát nevím, proč to dělal jako... Že to děláš dneska, včera to vůbec nic nedělalo. To fakt možná tam jenom nějaká špína, takže prostě se dneska zkusím nějak jako trošku VDčkem promázat, povolit a uvidíme.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
Bloodlines.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
Dobrý, ignoruj. Nevím proč, ale teďka má hrozně moc připomínat Death Stranding, ta pasáž. V těch horách, ten trávník, všechno, kámo. A je to hnusný počasí. Tak jsem to může vycházet ze stejný 2, abych mohl dohrát i v ledničku pro jednou.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the millers?
Počkej, to pak ty seš. Merchant.
Welcome, stranger.
Docela chudej seš, ne kamaráde?
I suppose we won't be seeing you again.
Brr.
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There have been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits. You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire. What with their 100 full legions? 100?
Suicide Villages. Okay. Co máš ty pro nás, kámo?
You seen him, didn't you? I'm sorry. The Black Shields. Just now. You seen them, didn't you? At least I think there was a Black Shields. Can't say I ever saw one before. Was this the first time they visited the village? What do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harbouring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a Black Shield myself.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know. But we need to find out.
Vodička.
Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another East Pole.
Then we shall be on our way.
Ok, evidentně nejsme moc jako vítání teda ve vesnici.
In the mistaken belief that they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, it's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
Takže vesnice, ty vesnice máme k nějakému přístavu. Port Isold, ok. Můžeme jít tu dma, asi jako... No, asi ne no. Ale tady musí být nějaký most, ne? Nebo něco. A tady je mostík, nice. Nevím, jestli to všimnuli, ale ono vlastně, když Clive vchodí, tak jeho oblečení trošku jakože skřípe, nebo ne skřípe, ale prostě vrže spíš. Jak když máte prostě oblečení z kůže, tak se ta kůže otírá o další kůži, tak to vlastně dělá takový ten skřípací zvuk. Ovrzací zvuk prostě. Tak prostě pro zajímavost. Takový malý, úplně malý, nepodstatný detail, ale docela jako zajímavý. OK, tak tuhle bednu jsem tady. Aha, Black Blood, nic zajímavého. Tady nějaký pejsánek. Viver. OK, tak pojďme fight. Wow. Tak to byl jiný stick drift, kámo. Já nevím, jestli to byl zrovna jako stick drift, já mám totiž pocit, že tam prostě něco, nějaký border, tady mi tam trošku dělá jako straničku. Protože stick drift tohle to kámo normálně nedělá. Já mám to pocit, že mám nějakou špínu tam asi, no, co se dá dělat. Pak to rozeberu a vyčistím to vedečkem. To je fe, kámo. No hurá. Jen pavouci? OK. Co je za pohodě, pavouci jsou jako easy. Nemá si na zabití. Něco droplo. Co pak tady máme? Já jsem vám jako prostě nějak moc kašlo ještě. Já jsem ještě trošku jako nemocný, nebo nemocný, já jsem jako úplně nenazval, ale furt prostě mám kašel. Zajímavé je, že vůbec třeba nemám horečku, jako. Ale dělám se vyhnout, protože fakt se mi chce znovu vadit. A to je beda na konci, nice. Tak asi nic, no. Dnes jsem si kámo říkal, že budu asi jako klidu, ale ono asi ne, no. Nice one level up. Tak, joink. Kámo, nesnáším komáry, ty vole. Dali jsme nás klid, můžeme jít dál. Počkal jsem mě jít k tomuto mostu? Jako z druhé strany? No takže jo, no.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are, and still, you would bear your steel. Why then, we owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again.
Bruh.
I'll show you a true shield of Rosaria.
Ty si úplně nevzpomínám, ale nebylo to náhodou jako nějaký motto nebo nějaké říkadlo a těch štítů, těch původních štítů náhodou. Já jsem to akorát zdá, já jsem to možná říkal v minulé epizodě, ale já si zabavil teďka nemůžu vybavit. A nevím prostě v jaké epizodě se to zmínilo, možná v té první respektive, no. To bylo asi zmíněný, ale pak si mi jako nechce znovu jako koukat na něj, jo. Blá. Kašlíček.
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Ordeal. Guardians of the Flame.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
No. Nejprve to docela dobře, jako. Mám pocit, že se něco velmi špatného stane. Tak toho si vezmu, děkuju pěkně. Motoři se.
Find something, boy. Death.
Found her.
Oh shit.
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone?
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
No. Myslím, že naše mátě ještě větší, ty vole, jako než jsme původně očekávali. Úplně cvokla, ty vole.
Couldn't
Dobrý den.
happen to come by way of Old Hill, did you? Saw some Imperials clad in black making for the docks just the other day. The next morn, you couldn't see the sun for all the ravens.
Oof.
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
Halo, prosím, můžu sprintovat. To je krabák? Počkej. Prosím, jako to nějaký krabí tyčinky nebo něco takovýho aspoň. Já mohl bych se podívat na pláž a zjistit, co tam všechno máme. Ale tahle mrcha ještě utečí. Dobrý. Jdem dál.
Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better.
Co mám pěknýho? Potion, nice.
That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Mercy. Voice-rinsed dogs they are. You can't ignore us forever.
Let us in or we'll die on your doorstep.
Better out there than in here.
Oh, get enough
Fuck off. Hang the chinless bastards. Those crystals belong to us all. I said away with you, filth. Back to your stalls. Cut you down where you stand. Destroy it.
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in. I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. And Lazarus. We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is abandoned.
Černé světlo pálí.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
Dobrý den. Tak se škoňukem okolo, tam měla být tuším nějaká bedínka. Jestli se nemýlim. A bingo, tady je.
Not abandoned then.
Oi! Visitors!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
Asi spíš ne, no. No to ne, no. Tak pojďte, pánové. Tady bude první, tak třeba ty. Docela rychlý.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died. Huh? Forgive me, my lord.
A to je Wade.
Whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
We can speak inside.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us. Though we didn't go far. We banded together to form the Guardians of the soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye. The foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son?
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we. Make ready. This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps... Perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
Když může to být, jo. Vole, nic na pořádnou zbraň. Koupím se určitě high potion. To je si všechno. Tak, pomůž s Vadem.
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
Okay, jdeme rozbít pár imperiálních hub, ty vole, normálně. Asi každopádně, panové, už to tady natáčím přes 50 minut. Já si myslím, že bylo ideální místo to ukončit, já to nechci nějak extra, protože já vím, že jsme moc tam to dílo jako nedělali. Ale... Dá? No si každopádně nepanovím, to bychom asi pro dnešek měli úplně všechno. Už táčím nějak přes 50 minut. A nechci nějak vůbec teď moc zdržovat. No, každopádně, pokud jsem videjko líbil, tak nezapomněte hodit like, komentář, videjko sdílet a dámy a pánové, víc se povídá. Karma je zdarma.